Well, the World Youth Days are an amazing event. You know, when I was in my 20s, I went to Rome in the year 2000, and that really had a very strong impact upon my life as a believer. And so, you know, when I get invited to the World Youth Days, it seems a great opportunity to just, you know, to serve, to do something for the young people and to be part of what's happening here. And I love Poland, you know, I love Krakow, the city of mercy, and I love the World Youth Days. I love the Pope, so it just works. It's so beautiful to see young people from all over the world. You know, they all have their flags and they all have their, you know, their culture and their languages, and you know, they just coming together here in peace and joy and in fun, and it's incredible. It's like the United Nations of Christ or something, you know. It's really, everybody's with, you know, waving their flags, and they get along, and you know, this it shows me that it's possible to have unity in diversity. I think I think prayer or praise has many different expressions. You know, like sometimes when I pray, I'm in jubilation. You know, I'm like, thank you, and I'm shouting, I'm screaming, I'm happy. You know, I'm jumping, I'm dancing. There are other jumping, I'm dancing. There are other moments when I'm more silent, more just listening. You know, just hear Israel. You know, just listening. So what I try to do at concerts is that, you know, we have jubilation, we have party, we have fun, but I always try to do a minute of silence, a minute for peace, and that's what I do at my pop rock concerts, and it works every time. It works. It's amazing. I do a slower song before, and then I introduce, you know, what's gonna come, and people and it's an impressive moment. You know, it's beautiful. And yeah, you know, what I did here was that I was supposed to do a concert, and then there was supposed to have adoration, and I was just singing one last song, and then the priest came and said, "Please keep singing. We're bringing the Lord." And I'm like, "Okay, cool with me." So we went from the concert into adoration, and it worked great. Yeah. I think every man or woman who gives their life to God in the consecrated life makes a lot of sacrifices. You know, it's not the natural way of life; it's a supernatural call. And myself, living as a monk for 6 years, I know a lot of what it means. Um, I got sick towards the end of the 6 years, and I couldn't go to the next step, which was the, you know, perpetual profession. So my elder brothers told me, look, maybe God has a different plan for you. Maybe you should get back into music, and maybe you should get married. So that kind of changed my idea of what I thought was my vocation. But I have a very big respect for priests, for men and women who live the celibacy and who do it, you know, out of their faith. And you know, and Jesus did say that not everyone can understand this call, this vocation, but those who can should follow it. And that's why I have a great respect and love for men and women who take that step. And the reason why I dedicated that song to that priest who was killed in Normandy is because to me he's a martyr of faith. You know, he wasn't just baking bread or driving a bus. He was celebrating mass. You know, he was doing what he's called to do as a priest, and in doing that, he was killed for doing that. You know, there was a clear aim at our religious freedom. It's not just our culture and our religious freedom, which we have here in a democracy, is under attack. And so, yeah, I don't know if he was a saint. I don't know if he was a holy man. You know, maybe he was a big sinner. Who knows? But in that moment, it felt that I should mention this.